Lake Chickasha, February 22nd, first mass day, and there's people out here fishing. Been a neat little spot here. Never see anything going on. Got lots of good beach. Got a lot of crap in the water, but looks like old dock park. That would probably be a good place to beach launch. Right there would be the storm shelter that you see right there. And then location here. Pretty nice, but nobody really uses it because the beach is not good. It's just not convenient. Can't get very close to the picnic tables because of the cable fence. It does have some water there, but no electric. Get a drink or wash your drawers out if you want to. And it's got a nice little covered picnic area. And it's got a pretty nice beach down there, but it's really rocky. I've been down there before. And looks like they got all the gravel spread out over there. We're going to drive over there and you'll see it more better. Got some motorcyclists out today. Hope they don't mind being on the video of YouTube. Well, they weren't. It didn't look like they got mad, but I didn't really think that. So here they blocked that road even. See that? They went down. This was a pretty rough road anyway. And they have built those good-sized boulders all the way across. I gotta drive something here. Please bear with us, man. We're having a technical problem. Anyway, the wall starts there at the old road that went down behind the restroom shack there. And these are good-sized boulders. You're not going to hop over them with your motorhome. You might with a four-wheeler, but this could be a rough ride. But anyway, and we've got nice new gravel all down both lanes through there. And lots of rocks left over to put somewhere, probably in the lake. Just kidding. Camp still stay closed, but they're doing a little work. Would love to know what they're doing, but the city of Chickasha really doesn't share any information about that. The information they'll tell you is not too promising. They talk like the place is closed, but I can't see them dumping this gravel if they're closing it. The connections are all still here at each campsite. They're still single per pole. So we got 1, 2. See, those first two are really tight. And then you go 3. Each of those that are so far apart do have 2 service. They do have 2 electric service, but there's only 1 water, but water can be shared pretty easy. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top road. And nice new gravel. And for some reason some chain link fence there. I'm not sure what that's going to be for. Is the boat dock, which that needs to be changed. The boats can't launch and tie off and load and unload for all the kids swimming on the boat ramp. Yeah, and the dock, if you can see from here, let me zoom in. Is good. And barely floating if it is floating. A nice collection of beer cans, of course. And there's still some pretty big rocks on the beach down there that look like they have come off the side of the entrance to the dock. I'm guessing people have dragged them over there to tie their boats off with, which is not cool, but you know, what happens when you have absolutely nobody taking care of anything. There needs to be some authority, but then people don't like authority, so totally can relate, but it just makes it where it's not so pleasant. There you can get a pretty good idea of how good it's leaning to the dock. I really expected that we'd see boats up here. We did see a boat on the ramp at the north end, and one fisherman on the shore at the north end, and another one that was about midway there fishing. So I really expected to see people down here, but we do not. Now this ramp here, the left side of it, there's two ramps on this, and one of them had a hole big enough to lose your car in, and for a while they had it blocked off. So we're going to get out here and see if we can tell if they actually fixed that or not. The water's relatively shallow. It is relatively shallow here, and hopefully by looking at the camera I won't walk off into the damn lake. Was it this side? It was this side. Yeah, I cannot tell if that's been repaired or not. And if we happen to see the park guys out here, Steve and what's his name, we'll try to get some answers, but I haven't seen anybody driving around. And there's are, of course, all the piers that belong to the houses or the cabins up through there. So you can tell how far down the water is. It's at least 4 foot lower than 3 foot lower than it used to be. Because used to you would not see this right here between these two ramps. There's gravel between these two ramps. You would not see it up to this point, and that was a big hole between the two. So if you were a smart guy and going to take up the whole ramp and come down the middle of it, you definitely fell off in a hole. Yeah, there is a third one over there, but I think it stops right there where the water is now. When the water's up and you had like a pontoon would go there good. You know, something that'll float right off. I believe that guy that had that hydrofoil used to load in and out over here. Unable to tell. Yeah, before you tried to load there, you'd want to put on your flip-flops and walk out there a ways and see, but it hasn't been being used much. You see, up this end of it, you have the concrete stops. There's a big spot in there, and the road starts up there. So, like maybe this was the old ramp and they just abandoned it. Not real sure. But that's like the tour of this side of Lake Chickasha today. Have to edit that out, huh? Yeah. Duck. Didn't want you to see in your chaps. Beautiful day. It's about 75 degrees out here today in February. Won't be tomorrow, it'll probably be 40, but definitely a nice day at Lake Chickasha. Hope this summer goes great out here. And we're going to call that one.